Hello everybody and welcome to Dominions 4, The Rise and Fall of Ermor. So I am going to be playing this on this map that I've downloaded. It's somewhat sort of Mediterranean European-ish, although mirrored, but it's a very nice looking map. So, and being sort of the Mediterranean sort of area, it's very appropriate for this game, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be attempting to follow the fortunes of the Ermorian Empire throughout the three eras of the game: early, middle and late, following their rise to power, their fall from grace and their descent into eternal damnation. So that's probably a three-part sort of a game, three separate campaigns. Probably a very ambitious project for me because I tend to have a rather short attention span. But never mind. So Ermor for me, obviously. Now this game has a lot of depth in its background. Each nation only has about a paragraph or two of description, but the way they all gel together, it's just absolutely fascinating. I mean, there's multi-part novels could be written about this, about each individual sort of area. So all these tie-ins, Ermor being based more or less on Rome. I'm going to be I'm not going to be choosing random nations. I'm actually going to be setting these specifically. Now you can see some of these greyed out because this map has set starting positions, so you can only use a certain set of nations. So aside from Ermor, I'm going to be using some nations that sort of correspond to the various sort of length of the Roman period. They're not all going to be from the same sort of period. They'll span, several hundred years. But Satis have to be the first, for the simple reason that Satis basically were the cause of the Ermorian downfall. It's a very, very important part of the background. Other ones I'm going to do: Archocephaly, sort of based on Greece, more or less. What else? Berytos, which I believe is sort of Phoenicia and Carthagena. Marverni, which is sort of the Celts of England, or Britannia. And what was the other one I've got? Ulm, which is sort of Germanic barbarian tribes. Now, I don't know if this is going to be enough for this map. This is a larger map than I've been playing on in my other games. It probably could do with another, maybe even two nations, but for now, I think with my level of non-expertise in this game, that will give me something to, a bit of a change, something different, and let me get a bit of a grip on what I'm doing. I will bump them up to difficult. So, Ermor is an empire centred around a great city. For centuries it has grown and become more and more influential. Traders and travellers from near and far come to the city. By military campaigns, diplomacy and trade, Ermor has become a power to be reckoned with. By adopting local traditions and beliefs, the Ermorians pose little threat to neighbours and conquered peoples, but this has begun to change. A new god is arising. Old syncretistic faiths and spirit worship were banned by a prophet dressed in white shrouds. The remnants of his body and shrouds are buried in the holy city of Eldrigate, where the adherents of the new faith are awaiting the arrival of the reawakening god foreseen by the prophet. The all-encompassing old state cult of the Numinous still survives, but the pontifices and flymen are slowly adopting the new faith. Okay, now I have been playing around with pretender gods, trying to get something that I'm sort of happy with. To be honest, I haven't really figured, I haven't really found one that I'm really happy with. But I'm choosing sort of the best that I could come up with is going to be a blessing strategy. So a Titan of War will give attack +2, defense +2, reinvigoration +4, and protection +5. This should make them fairly hard to kill, my sacred troops. But they're still not the best at attacking. I'd like to get +2 strength as well, but I don't have the points for that. So I've actually written this down and I can't read my own writing. Dominion up to 8. Production of 1. Turmoil of 1. Growth of 1. Luck of 1. Was that all I had? I know I had it imprisoned. No, I must... Whoops, that's supposed to be luck, not misfortune. So, reason for that is unrest and luck in combination give you more events and make sure they're better events. The production tends to cancel out the income reduction of the turmoil, and growth because increasing your population is always a good thing, and imprisoned because I need the points. So basically going for a blessed strategy with my sacred troops. Possibly not the most efficient strategy for early age Ermor. Their sacred troops are their equites. Not the most fantastically awesome of troops, but yeah, they're pretty good. They natively come with a fairly high protection and reasonable defense, so this should make them fairly hard to hit and kill, and they should be able to, you know, get my money's worth out of them. So let's keep going. We're going to bump that up to 60. Renaming allowed. Now, where was I? Wanted the Thrones of Ascension. Because I want to adjust this a bit. We'll put this up to 7. We'll make it 8 points. We'll have 8 of those. We'll have 2 of those. In fact, we'll have 9 of those. Now we'll just leave it on 8. 8 and 2 and 1. There we go. How many is that going to give us? 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points, and you've got to get just over half, so we'll make that 9. That's a smidgen over half. That's actually, was that 3/5? I don't know. I did do maths at school. Alright, let's get into it. So, yeah, this is the same messages you get at the start of every game. I'm just going to turn my headphone down because it's really loud in my ears at the moment. Right, now I'm going to try and do some quick expansion to start with, for the simple reason that I need the money, because I do have a few plans that need to be done. First of all, we're going to recruit an Archbishop of the Sacred Shroud. It's going to take 2 turns. But I'm going to make him my prophet. Him or her, can't really tell. They start with priest level 3. Making them a prophet will make them 4. Now they do have recuperation, heal afflictions, and healers, so they can heal other people's afflictions. They are old, but in my test games I've never actually seen one get the disease from being old, presumably because they can heal themselves. They probably won't live out the entire game, but yeah, you know, you get that. We're also going to recruit some of these guys, because these are the sacred ones, but you just can't get enough at this point. That's why I need to conquer some land pretty quick. So these ones, high income, very, very handy. Forest is good resources. So it might even be worth sort of starting out here and coming around this way just to conquer the provinces right next to me. So we'll send you out there. I'll send you there to have a look-see. Don't have any research yet, but I'm going to put that onto, I think, yes, evocation for 1 level. I have been planning this. I'll probably still muck it up, but them's the breaks. So let's look at the tactical position, or strategic I should say. That throne is very close. Yeah, that's can't get into that. So there's a throne there. There's a throne there. So I've got 3 within immediate striking distance. Several others far away. Up here. And here. Now I don't actually know where the others start, the other nations. Although you can probably take a reasonable guess based on historical geography, but oh yeah, we've got sailing routes and things there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's keep going. So Tis has a profit. That's fine. So that's moderately weak. There are only militias, archers, heavy infantry, light infantry, light cav, wolf tribe. Yeah, alright, what I'll actually do is stick all these in one. They have javelin, so we'll fire at the closest, and then they've only got two ammunition, so then they start charging into battle anyway. You can stay behind the troops. How many's in there? Not many. Alright, so we've got a total of 30. They're only 30. Ours are much higher quality, so we should be able to take this, I hope. We'll keep... Let's come next turn, we'll keep recruiting Principes. Should have left that one there. Alright. They got profits. Now here's our first battle. Yeah, I don't really foresee too much trouble, hopefully. Famous last words, because I just saw a lot of red numbers above my troops just then. But we are wrapping around. Where's my commander? Well, there he is, right in the thick of things. I think I should move him backwards a bit. So we've routed their melee troops. We've just got to get into their archers now. And there they go. We actually lost 5 troops in that. Alright. Now that we've got you, you will become our prophet. You guys will move back to get reinforcements. Now what I'm going to do now is recruit augurs. These guys will basically be my researchers. So I'll stick that on repeat. My resources have gone up a bit. I'll just bulk out my numbers to start with. I'll get one of those to counteract the formation penalty. So we should have a few. Yep, we've got a few there. You... Eventually, when I get some troops, you'll cast Divine Blessing. You'll use Fanaticism, because when you're a prophet you'll be level 4. But for now you can cast spells. When I get some sacred troops, you'll do your Divine Blessings. The other thing I want to do quickly is get a temple and a lab somewhere outside, so I can recruit these 2 guys. Well, probably the Flamen, Flamens, because they have the random, and I'll use those for my battle mages. They've got a bit of a variety in their magic paths. They're also level 1 priest, which is very handy. But to recruit those you need a lab and a temple. So for the moment we'll just keep going. Yeah. But see, battle afflictions were cured. It doesn't say which one was cured or what they were cured of. But right, over here, I'm going to actually send all of them out to start conquering, because these 2 guys can actually build my lab and temple. I don't have enough money for both just yet. but I will if I don't get any more troops just yet. 38 should be enough to take out 10 cav and infantry. And you can move on a bit. Now, before I do that, what spells do you have? Still only on the level 0 spells, so you can just cast whatever you think is best. Faster. Oh, taking out the heavy cav. There's not that much infantry here. Yeah, really didn't have any troubles with that. We lost one levy. Right, we actually do have enough now. I just want to know, where should I build them? Somewhere this side is probably safer. We can come around. You know what? I'll just do it where I am. You can build a temple. You can build a lab. 30 guys there. I could probably take them on with just the army. How many are in there? 37. So I'll do that. You can continue moving. Sort of increasing a bit. We'll start getting some of these guys out of gold. So we can get another that many of them. We're still recruiting our researchers. Yep, and you're going on to research, so that should now actually have some points going into it. Good, very good. What do we have here? Oh, that's a lot larger than the last army. Let's make this a bit faster. They are cataphracts. Lance. I don't even know if there is a Kontos in this game. But they're running, so that's a good start. These guys are the light infantry. They should not be much of a match for our legions. And they're running. Alright, so we ended up losing 4 more levies. I might just bring these two back up for the moment because I think I might need a bit more magic support. And now that we have a lab and temple here, we could start pumping out these guys. We'll get one of those. Well, we can recruit heavy cav. Yes, alright. I'll just let that go for the moment, but we'll recruit some more of these. I'm glad that tooltip came up just then, that little tip of the term, because I haven't been buying Province Defence. An event, a Cloud Mage. Okay. Where is it? What are you? You're a level 1 air. I don't know what spells you can cast at the moment. Probably not many. You can cast Air Shield. Well, you know what? At the moment, you are useless. So why don't you just search for a magic site? I'll get a bit of Province Defence. Take up a fair bit of our money. And you lot can go down here. Up here we can recruit another one of these. Now what do we get? Fire and air. and they're researching, so that bumps that up quite a bit. That is good. Alright, one more there. Research in evocation is complete. What's in the next level? Yeah, you've still got a few decent sort of spells to get. That air mage still can't do anything useful. No magic sites there in the battle. Vine arrows going off in there. I don't really think we'll have much trouble here. You. Oh, Wolf Tribe Shaman. You are profuse bleeding. Something must have hit him. There, they're gone. Alright. We lost one more levy. Okay, an unexpected event. That's very good. Battle Fiction cured, which was not his. He's weakened. Well, he shouldn't really be getting into combat anyway. In fact, you can stay back a bit. Right. Now that's opening moves pretty much done. We've got the surrounding provinces here. We don't have any underwater coastal troops at all, do we? No, we don't. You got fire and earth. You will be excellent for forging things like firebrands at some point in the future. You can go into there and research. These guys will head back here and pick up these troops. But now we've got increased resources and gold. So we can build up a few more troops there. How many can you lead at the moment? 100. Ah, that's plenty for them now. Still recruiting our research mages. 255 gold left. I'll get another one of those. And I'll probably send you two down as support, because you'll give me a bit of variety. But that's the opening moves done. We've basically got a lot of the starting thing covered. I think I might send these guys to see what's here, so you can actually move down that way a bit. Sort of conquer this Italian peninsula and Sicily, perhaps you could call that. We'll see what's down here. It might very well be worth trying to take this throne. Haven't found any new sites yet. Could have got them to search, but doesn't matter. I'll get that done at some point in the future. But anyway, that will do for now. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.